Okay, so I can hear the grumbling already going on in the comments because SRAM have got a new crank axle spindle diameter coming out. It's called DUB, which stands for Durable Unified Bottom Bracket, and yes, I too think they're trying a little bit too hard to make a cool name out of what is effectively a crank axle. It's 28.99mm, so a little bit smaller than a 30mm that you get with some bottom bracket standards, and quite a bit bigger than the usual 24mm that we quite often see with Holotech 2 or GPX, for example. SRAM have basically done this because they want to be the best in the market, and arguably cranks was one of their downfalls. They weren't bad, but they were definitely better out there. So they've worked on a system which they say is lighter, stiffer and more durable. The reason why they've gone for the 28.99mm axle diameter is because they started with the bearings, improved the sealing and durability of those, and then created an axle to fit that, rather than the other way around. So while it sounds like there's a new crank standard out there, and trust us, we don't like new standards either, SRAM would argue that this isn't a new standard for one actually very good reason. They have BBs for these cranks that will fit pretty much any frame on the market. So, unlike Boost, where you needed a new width back end to fit your new fancy wheels in, you can fit these cranks to your current bike, unless you've got a Super Boost back end or you've got Cannondale's BB30 AI cranks in there. For me, the durability of the cranks and the bottom bracket is what I'm particularly interested in as a trail rider. I know that some of my colleagues who race cross country are real weight weenies, and SRAM's claims that they've dropped a lot of weight do hold water as well. So the XX1 crank, if you include a 32 tooth ring and a bottom bracket, is about 80 grams lighter now than the previous version. Compared with a Raceface XSL, which arguably is one of the market leaders in the XC crank market, with the same crank length, same chainring and the same or similar bottom bracket, the new XX1 crank was around 20 grams lighter. So if you're looking at SRAM's sort of idea of having the market leading cranks, arguably perhaps they've achieved that if the stiffness and the durability is there as we'd kind of expect it to be so. As a reviewer, I'm looking forward to getting them onto a bike to see what their stiffness and durability is actually like. But tell us in the comments what your early impressions are.